After reading Kiti Theobald's letter on the folk revival in Essex in the February 23rd edition of the Leigh Times, Mr. Brian Denny, who is a working river curator, wrote to the Leigh Times about a folk CD album he's been involved in producing, which actually has a song on it written and performed by Kiti Theobald. I spoke to Brian and he told me a bit more about the CD. Over to you, Brian.
Well, about a couple... thanks, Mark. Well, a couple of years ago, it dawned on us that there had never been a collective song about the River Thames, one of the most famous rivers in the world, and particularly not about working people who lived and worked and died on the river. And we started looking into it and found there was loads and loads of songs that we could use. And not only that, most of them were in and around and about or by people from Southend. And there was a great, and most of the people on this CD, which is Working River, which has its own little booklet to go with it to explain the wonders of the River Thames. And so we found, again, we had to put it all together, and we got 21 songs on the album. Kiti Theobald actually is one of the people that sings on the album, and we're really pleased with it. And so we had to sort of put it together and tell the backstory in a way, because a lot of Leigh legends are in this CD. There's smugglers, female smugglers that lived in Leigh on Sea. There's a fisherman that lived in Leigh, who famously is buried at St Clement's Church. His name is Michael Tomlin. There's a song about him on there. And so it was a wonderful way of just putting all these stories together in a musical form, so it could be educational as well as entertaining, Mark.
Very kindly, Brian gave me permission to use a short clip of Kiti's song on the CD here, entitled My River, and here it is.
Gazing down along the Thames where the Kentish hills are green, and out across the coast so pleasant to be seen. The sea is very wild today, blue against the sky, and we're watching all the ships sail by. Watching all the ships sail
I understand the proceeds from the sale of this CD are being used for charity purposes, is that right?
It's a charity, it's a GFTU educational trust, and it educates young people about history and other matters. And we thought the best way to do this album was to do it as a charity album, because we thought we'd want to do it in that spirit, because everybody contributed to this album on that basis. And so it was a lovely experience to go and record people for charity rather than as a sort of a financial endeavour, if you like, because I thought that would complicate matters too much.
I know that you have sent me the link, so that will be included at the bottom of the screen, and people will be able to go there and get it.
Absolutely. And if you go to Bandcamp and type in Working River, you can actually listen to some of the songs before you buy if you want. But what we found is so much history that's we've uncovered. We're quite excited about it, and I think there's more to come, Mark.
Right, well, before we go, is there anything else particularly that you would like to say? I think I've got plenty for what I've got in mind.
What's interesting, a lot of people know the singers on this album because they're all from Leigh on Sea or Southend, so it's quite a nice local link, and I'm really pleased that we can have this link up.
Brilliant. Well, I wish you the very best, and I look forward to speaking.
All the best, Mark. All the best. Thanks for that.